As the dreaded 14th of February is approaching, I thought I should read my dark fetish Valentine's story. It's available in a erotic periodical called Bunnie. This is the first volume, called All Comers. It's got lots of other great authors in there. It's got some lovely pictures, and it's only £5. You can probably get it on Amazon, in some bookstores, and on their website, www.redrabbitbooks.com. This story is called Waiting. Anxious, I await his return. My lover, to him I am just a muse, but dearly his everything, which is why possibly he helps me indulge my whims so much. I am trust. I am demure. Glancing at the pristine surface of my kitchen worktop, the remains of past Indian takeaway cartons and a pile of boots receipts long to be claimed on my points card, and I yearn towards my throbbing pussy with discontent and desire as the glowing screen of my mobile warns me of the group's imminent arrival. I hitch up my skirt and rub my crotch through the seat of my tights. 10 denier, shiny, sandal toe, sheer to waist, Aristoc ultra moists. I pull at the ribbon and link the eyes at the back of the fitted basque. I lift the whole of me into the position previously asked of me, and I read the note once again. I am in ecstasy, I am in agony. Despite my punch-drunk love for you, you bewitch and sober me, long for me, want for me, capture my lust, then complete me. The words rattle through me and sink into the pit of my stomach with the nervous butterflies of a first-time experience, that to be displayed in such a way. To be offered out like some sort of casual fruit in a bowl, served upon a sleek coffee table. I am bound. I am a goddess. I am proud and I am scandalous. His love for me and mine for him will always burn like a forest in dire straits. I hear a lock turn somewhere in the distance. He may be mine, and I am surely his. But what of others? I desire whatever he brings me this day. A new embarkation for our vessel to a new fantasy land. A new passion, a new experience. A new enlightenment, orgasm, dirty fuck, illicit liaison. Just like Valentine's Day, last year. An occasion my memory now casts its thoughts back to as I balance uncomfortably on the harsh black granite. It was the caning that I distinctly remember more than most things about that night. Cuffed to the legs of a stool that I was bent over, the stranger admonished my latex-covered cheeks and circled the floor around me. My husband grinned away as he stood in the voyeuristic crowd of paying members of a South London fetish club that intrigued somewhat at the ease of our actions. The stranger stuck the pointed toe of her thigh-high boot into my face. "Lick it, bitch," she ordered, as my breathless panting was given little time to subside. I felt the red striped welting on my skin pulse as my tongue obediently worshipped at the brushed leather presented in front of me. The smell of boot polish filled my sinuses, and it reminded me of sitting every Sunday evening on my mother's kitchen floor, my fingers dirty from the silky, potent substance in the little round tin, having been made to clean and prepare my buckled brogues for school the next morning. "Lick them clean, you clever little whore. That's right, we're just getting started, my dear." As the house dom continued with the punishment my partner allowed it to give me, I zoned out and listened in on a conversation to one side of me, as the sounds of the new Britney Spears single faded out and was curiously not replaced with anything else in particular. "Well, my mum could always look after the kids over that weekend," he explained, casually. "What, and use it as ammunition against me in the future? Not likely," she replied. Where I was placed and secured, I could really only see the worn and treated carpet of the venue, seeped no doubt with cheap supermarket rum and trodden by 1,000 well-heeled perverts and black boots of all heights and materials. The severe woman above me lashed me with a horsehair whip while she held my head between her knees. As my new friend dragged me willingly from the crowd by my long blonde ponytail, I was able to place the voices from the overheard conversation with a certain couple I caught a glimpse of. He was in some sort of military garb, and she was some sort of Asian ethnicity, and also in latex, if I remember correctly. They continued with their soap opera as my arse received further blows with an open palm. "She doesn't hate you, you know, my mother. She just thinks you're a little controlling." "Controlling? That's rich coming from her," she spat back in an angry whisper. "I can't believe the way she speaks to you and your father." "I've no idea what you mean," he said incredulously. "Really? Is that so? Well, she does, and I'm sick of the way she addresses me too, with her nose in the air and the veiled insults behind the crooked smiles. Nancy, that's really isn't fair. Don't Nancy me, Matt. How about the time she announced to a table full of your family how she was really looking forward to me finding my vocation in life at some point? I mean, what's wrong with working publicity for publishers? They're big publishers. I know. I'm sure she meant well, though. Yeah, right. I was released from the humped contraption in the middle of the floor, and soft kisses were placed upon my tear-stained cheeks. The Dom ushered my husband towards us and motioned him to lead me towards and aid her with tying me to a large cross suspending on a nearby wall for further action. Back on the kitchen counter, though, my knees started to ache with where I am positioned as my heart rushes to the sound of soft multiple steps on the stairs. Both male and female voices laugh, cajole and banter about the issues of the day, or at least the ones affecting them at that precise moment. And you know what he said to me? "Wow, this is a really nice place you have here." "Thanks." Gasps and giggles between both sexes filled the lightly air-conditioned room as I heard the sound of tall couture heels click against the B&Q stone tiling and congregate politely at an intrigued and enamoured distance away. My spittle collects around the ball strapped into my mouth. He checks the fixing at the hairline on the back of my head along with the blindfold he requested I wear. Still, comprehending this day's hours past and what the next may bring. This is the life I want. This is the life I have chosen. There was no gun pointed at my head, no blackmail of emotions, ultimatums, screaming battles, but through love, trust, excitement, belief, and self-confidence. Don't forget the confidence. Not just in oneself, but with each other, and the growing bud that is perhaps a newfound blossoming love for each other and the experiences the world still has to offer. I want him. I mentally construct my wish list and once again begin to execute all of our desires, our pains, pleasures. He is here and not alone. At once I am lightly mauled by an infinite number of hands and tongues. Cocks, mouths, breasts, and other orifices meet mine, without prompt or signal. I am in splendour, and in the ecstatic mood I hope he craves. I turn onto my back and take him finally. I am happy. I am in love.